Good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss some results of feed. Then we define characteristic of feed, and if possible, we'll have one result on that. How many number of elements in the feed having characteristic as p. Before that, we have to show that every feed has characteristic 0 or prime. So I will share screen here. Mark your attendance as per the instruction. Your name underscore roll number. People are joining. Put your video on so that in the recording you can see yourself. Vishal. Till there you can mark your attendance. Now this is fourth. I think this is fourth lecture of second unit, and here we are going to discuss definition of characteristic of feed and some results. One result I think we have discussed in the last week. Just go through it and move further. There are many more to join. Okay, till then. We can move forward. Okay, this result was discussed in the last class. Just I will wind up in 5 minutes only. As many are joining the class. What is the result? ZM is feed if and only if M is prime number. That we have seen in your undergraduate course also. People are still joining in the meeting. Okay. This is if and only proof. If M plus then and then M plus if, like that we want to prove. So this will be implication part. And in this part, we assume that ZM is feed. You know what is meant by feed. What do you mean by feed? Feed is additive abelian group multiplicative abelian group and distributive law holds. Law of distribution 5 plus 1, these 11 conditions are there. Now look at this ZM. By looking at this ZM carefully, we have seen examples previously. This ZM is 0 1. Not in the field theory, we are not necessary to put bar. This just stands for, you have to just keep in mind, this is not element, it's a class. This 2 bar is a class of in set of integer, like that. So 0 1 2 3 are not the elements, they are just sets, and their union gives your Z, and you are collecting the classes in the set of integer modulo M. But further we're not going to apply this notation, all of same meaning. Once you write ZM, 0 is same as class of 0, and all three notation will be same hereafter when as per this ZM notation is considered. So we know that what is ZM? ZM is commutative ring with unit element. It is commutative ring, means multiplication is commutative. It is commutative ring with unit element. And one thing we want to show that there must be multiplicative inverse of every element, every non-zero element. There must have multiplicative inverse to every non-zero element. So for that, पुढे गेले हे. Okay, you are assuming that Zm is feed. I am saying the converse part about the converse. Okay, you are assuming that this m is prime integer, and you want to show that I first prove the converse part. Whatever I have written, that is for the converse part, not for the implication part. And since this Zm is commutative ring with unit element, we need to only show that every non-zero element in Zm have multiplicative inverse in it. So you just write any non-zero element there. This is a non-zero element of Zm. Means it may be anything here. Non-zero means it is not zero or not m. It may be anywhere here. Then what we want to show? We want to show that that element have multiplicative inverse. Easily we can show that we know that if m is prime number, then what is GCD of a comma m? And keep in mind the condition of this a. It is always 1. And by that Bezos results that linear combination of these two objects must be your GCD. So there must exist two integers u and v such that this gives the greatest common divisor. And as per the modulo m is concerned, this part becomes ua plus 0 equal to 1, because whenever it is multiple of m, it becomes 0. So in this way you have proved that ua equal to 0 there. Sorry, ua equal to 1. In this way you have proved that ua equal to 1. Means u is multiplicative inverse of a. In a set of integer, your u may be negative or whatever it is. But when you write u modulo m, then it must be between not 0, it must be between 1 to m minus 1. It must be between 1 to m minus 1. So that means u also part of Zm, and for each non-zero element there exists u such that their product is 1, and this part becomes 0 when you treat it as a modulo m part. So in this way every non-zero element has multiplicative inverse, means this Zm is feed. This was the converse part, and implication part is also easy one. Suppose we assume that this Zm is feed. Suppose Zm is feed, and you want to show that the whatever suffix m is written here while writing your integer model m, that number is prime. If it is not prime, it must be composite. Suppose m has this pattern a into b, and a into b is such that a is not equal to 1 and not equal to 0 also. That's why not equal to 0 means it is not equal to b, both a and b. You must have a and b as this pattern, means a is 0, a is non-zero, b is non-zero. And what is the product? Its product is ab, and it should be 0 when you write modulo m. So ab becomes 0 in Zm, but Zm is feed. In a feed, the product of two elements equal to 0 implies either a is 0 or b is 0. A 0 means it doesn't satisfy this condition. It doesn't satisfy this condition. ही condition satisfy होत नाही म्हणजे contradiction आलं. So whatever we assume that number is composite, it is totally wrong. Number m has to be prime. So I think this is that we have discussed in the previous or starting class also. Yes, it was in the slide. So I explain it. This was another part. And here one thing is applied that we just understand this note. हा part आपण आधी explain केला आहे. Here you are taking the natural number n and any ring R, A belongs to R. What is the meaning of n into A? Suppose n is 1, so it is written as just A. Suppose n is 2, it is A plus A. So that many times you are going to add. If n is 3 times A, then it is A is added 3 times. Just keep in mind, this n is not a part of ring. The element in a ring is added how many times? If it is added n times, then it is Na. That is just explained here. So whenever this term like comes here, you be careful about this. This n is always a natural number, huh? And this a is added that many times. A plus a plus a plus a, like that. It doesn't mean that 1 into a 1 is a part of ring. If it is integer, then 1 may be there. You have to be careful about this. Or it doesn't mean just 2 is a part of that ring. This is a natural number. Just you are defining the multiplication, not multiplication, you are defining the addition of ring element n times as n by a. So you may call it as definition. So this is equal, how one can add elements in a ring n times. So it is just written as n times here. This is just notation. Huh? It is just notations. Whatever addition you have defined in the ring, in general usual additions you are defining, but there are some example there may not be usual addition or multiplication. So here this calculation is not in a ring. This is not multiplication of ring. The element a is added n times, will be denoted by n by n a. That you should keep in mind here. Now we define the characteristic of feed. What do you mean by characteristic of feed? You can define characteristic for integral domain also. Every integral domain may not be feed. Integral domain doesn't imply GD. Do you know integral domain? Do you know integral domain in the ring? You can put in chat box. Integral domain, it is a commutative ring without zero divisor. Commutative ring without zero divisor. The commutative ring without zero divisor is known as integral domain. It must be commutative ring first. Commutative ring means ring under multiplication is commutative, and without zero divisor means what? What do you mean without zero divisor? Suppose in a ring the product of two element gives zero under multiplication. Suppose product of two element is zero, then either A has to be zero or B has to be zero. It will not possible that both will non-zero and product become zero. If such thing happens, then that elements are called zero divisor. Like in Z6, you can see in Z6 what will happen in Z6. Okay, I'll write here. In Z6, 2 multiplied by 3 is 0. Neither 2 is 0 element of Z6 and neither 3 is 0 element of Z6, but their product becomes 0. So 2 and 3 are called zero divisors. The ring having without such elements is called integral domain. It must be commutative first. That also you keep in mind. A commutative ring having without such type of elements is called integral domain. So one can basically characteristic of integral domain can also define, but our main purpose here is that uh, feed. So every feed is integral domain. Every feed is integral domain. Converse is not true. One can find example of this also. What is the example of this? This is not true. Converse is not true. Every integral domain need not be a feed. You have best example that set of integer is integral domain, which is not feed. We can find another example also. Set of integers हा फील्ड नाही आहे. हा कॉम्युटेटिव्ह रिंग विथ युनिट एलिमेंट आहे, पण प्रत्येक एलिमेंटचा मल्टिप्लिकेटिव्ह इन्व्हर्स नाही. उदाहरणार्थ 2चा इन्व्हर्स जरी 1/2 असा दिसत असला तरी 1/2 इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ द सेट ऑफ इंटिजर. So the definition of characteristic of integral domain will be the same as definition of characteristic of feed. So let us define here. What do you mean by characteristic? It is the least positive integer p. Least positive integer p such that, as we have mentioned, that p times 1 means 1 is added p times. P is just positive natural number. It is just 1 plus 1 plus 1. So instead of writing this, we are writing p times 1. That's why I have explained that in the last slide. So this becomes 0. This one is multiplicative identity of feed of. You just take whatever feed. This one stands for multiplicative identity. Yeah? It's not integer one. This one is representation of, this is multiplicative identity in a feed f. It depends on what field and what operation you are choosing. Multiplicative identity in feed f. So So if no such p exists, then we say that the characteristic of that field is 0. So for example, I will take first field as a real number. In a real number, multiplicative to add it is 1. Now one can find how many times 1 is added to get 0. 1 plus 1 you get 2 into 1, that is 2. 1 plus 1 plus 1 you get 3 into 1. So tell me how many times that I should add 1 to get 0. It is impossible here because it is real number. When you go keep on adding 1 infinity times, it will finally it will get infinity as 1. If one write a very large number, it is gets m, and if n is large number or infinite number, will never get 0. In such case, the characteristic is said to be 0. We never say characteristic to be infinity. We can say that without means nothing to add 1, it gives 0, otherwise not. So in that terms, the 0 is called characteristic of that ring of that real number. Now similarly, one can see the rational number, one can see the complex number. All are the example of fields having characteristic 0. One can write integral domain set of integers. It is also of characteristic 0. Integral domain, we can define characteristic of integral domain also is also of, it is not field, but still we can say its characteristic is 0 as it is integral domain. Its characteristic is 0. So if you find any difficulty in the definition of characteristic, please mention in the chat. Mention in the chat if you find. Suppose now I should take what are the characteristics. Suppose I take Z2. Z2 have these two elements. Now this one is not equal to 0. 1 is added 1 times. Now 1 is added 2 times means 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 becomes 2, means you are writing modulo 2. It is 2. So 2 is characteristic of this Z2. One can see easily Z3. This 1 minimum how many times one can add. So you just start from 1. And if it is not possible, then you can take 0 into 1. And these are the 3 examples. You may have this example also. Q root 2 is also field having characteristic 0. This become 3 means 0. Now so if somebody try to write characteristic for this, it is just string. We can write, but we cannot. This is not integral domain. This is not field. But here you can find the list element such that 1 added how many times will 0. Here you will get 4 into 1 as 0. But we are how to concern with field, and for the field we have seen that it must be prime number. In the last theorem we see. So as per the ZP is concerned, 1 plus 1 will not be 0, plus 1 will not be 0. So how many times should I add 1? It must be p times. This must be p times. So when you add p times, then you will get 0. And so in this case, p is the smallest. It is the least positive integer satisfying this. So therefore, the characteristic of ZP when p is a prime is p. So these are the examples of finite characteristics. And last characteristic of field cannot be composite because as you have seen, your ZM is field if and only PM is prime. फीड केव्हा असेल जेव्हा m हा प्राईम असेल. तर कॉम्पोजिट नंबर असेल तर तो फीड राहणार नाही, आणि फीड असणार नाही तर वी कॅन नॉट फाइंड द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक. सो कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ फीड विल बी नेवर composite number. To get feed as ZM, your m must has to be prime. So these three are the, you can say, remark or examples on the definition of characteristic of ring. Just mention in the chat box if you find any difficulty in the definition of characteristic, please. Otherwise I'll move further. Sondra Rathod. Sagar Shinde. Rathod. Okay. I move further. We'll move for next slide. Shinde. Okay. Now we see here important result in the field theory, that as we have mentioned in the last remark or example, that the characteristic of field will be never composite number. So here it is mentioned the statement that characteristic of field is either 0 or prime number. We know the who are the field of characteristic 0. Mostly they are infinite field. Number of elements in that field are infinite. Means when one is added infinitely many times. Many are sharing any difficulty, please. You have raised your hand. Maniar. Yes, Maniar. So I have in the Edmodo group, in Edmodo group of MSc second year, I posted that you need to submit your synopsis for the project, either typewritten or handwritten. You just use it, scan it, and upload your PDF file to concern in the notice given in the Edmodo. Please do it as if you want 10 mark for it. You have to submit it by night 11 or before 12 o'clock. I think 11:59 minutes. That is before 12 o'clock. You have to submit it. Yes, Maniar Shirin, you have raised your hand. Finite field की characteristic always finite होती है क्या? Yes. But there is a field having infinite number of element, or maybe integral domain, but yet it is of finite characteristic. But finite field is always have finite characteristics. I will ask one question to all of you. Is there any example that the field is infinite but characteristic is finite? And there may be one or we can find sort out example on there. Just write, take note of this as question arises. This is also tricky and important questions as per the competitive exam concerns. Can you find the infinite field or infinite instead of infinite field? I will say oblique integral domain whose characteristic is still finite. You solve for both either field or integral domain. If it is finite field, then its characteristic is always finite. Okay, now we have to show that suppose characteristic of either or proof, and you have to assume one is true, then nothing to prove. If characteristic of f is 0, then we are done. We don't have to do anything. But if it is non-zero, second part here, but if it is non-zero, and as f is field, one must be there. You can carefully, 1 into 1 is always 1. You can see it. It will be never 0. So what it means, characteristic of f is not equal to 1. I must mention 1 here, not 0. Characteristic of field is not equal to 1. Means characteristic of field is always greater than 1, because 1 into 1 is never 0 in the PDF. Otherwise, it will be single 0 element field. So 1 into 1 will be never 0. So in this way, we first show that characteristic of field is never is always greater than 1. If it is not 0, then it is there is no field having characteristic 1. That also you keep in mind. Characteristic of field is always greater than 1 if it is finite field. That is, it is not of 0 characteristics. So we have to assume some number, because you have to assume some number. Suppose characteristic of field is prime, and not character of field is p. So you see here, you can see here. Suppose characteristic of f is p, and which is greater than 1. Why it is greater than 1, we have explained here. And now we want to show that our target is p is prime. Better I will use the journal notes here to write this. Suppose characteristic of f is p, and it is not equal to 1 as you have seen. You are assuming that characteristic of field is non-zero. If it is 0, we are done. Now our target is this p is prime. To show prime, we can assume that it is non-prime. Non-prime means it is composite. Suppose p is written as product of two integers. Both are strictly greater than 1 but less than p. They are in between. Now we want to arise at some contradiction that you keep in mind. Characteristic of p is characteristic of f is p, means p is the smallest positive integer such that p into 1 becomes 0. Smallest is important. So you must arise some contradiction that either m into 1 0 or n into 1 0 here. That we have to contradict for, this is n, we have to contradict for characteristic as p. There is a number less than p which is such that that number into 1 becomes 0. That we are going to do here. So you are assuming that this is composite number m into n. Now you take element a. Element a as m into 1. What is it means? 1 plus 1 plus 1. How many times added? It is m times added. This addition is m times. Nextly, b is equal to n into 1. And both are the elements of Zm, as one is element of, instead of Zm I will say f. We are saying that correct feed name as f. Both are elements of f. 1 plus 1 plus f1. This is addition is n times. So 1 is a part of feed, and when it is added as a closure property of addition, you are adding 1 finite times. So addition belongs to f. Means a and b are the part of f. Now tell me what is the product ab. What is the product ab? A is m times 1 and b is n times 1. So what it means? You are adding 1 as mn times 1. The first bracket हा काय 1 ची addition तुम्ही m वेळा केली, second bracket मध्ये 1 ची addition n वेळा केली. So it is nothing but 1 is added mn times. And what is mn? What do you mean by mn? Mn means it is p, and p into 1 is 0 as per modulo. Since its characteristic is p, so p into 1 becomes 0. So you have concluded that in a field f, we concluded that in a field f, a is non-zero and b is non-zero, but product ab becomes 0. Is it possible in a field? We have seen the result. Is it possible in the field? Or in other way also we can show. What we can do in a field in a field if A into B is 0, in a field if A into B is 0, then either A is 0 or B is 0. This is okay. Instead of doing that, फील्ड मध्ये आपण एक रिझल्ट पाहिला होता की ज्या दोन एलिमेंटचा प्रॉडक्ट 0 असेल त्यापैकी एक एलिमेंट 0 असावा. A 0 असणं म्हणजे काय? A 0 असणं म्हणजे काय? m into 1 0 आला किंवा 1 into n 0 असतो. आपण A आणि B काय लिहिले आपण ते. So this implies characteristic of f is 1 or characteristic of f is n. आता दोन्ही केसमध्ये दोन्ही कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक लेस दॅन p आहे, which is contradiction. फील्डची कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक काय आहे? कशाला कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन आहे? दोघांपैकी एक जर व्हॅल्यू घेतली, which is contradiction that characteristic of f equal to p. कारण p पेक्षा लहान नंबर मिळणारच नाही या कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाय करणारा. म्हणजे आपण जे काय अज्युम केलं ते सर्व रॉंग आहे. सो m must be prime. Sorry, that p must be prime. You are saying that character p must be prime. You are not using m notation here. Your p must be prime. So see here, I explained that same thing here. P is a prime number, and suppose this is our target. P is prime, and suppose that P is not prime, then that is P is a composite number. You are assuming that this one is added m times and one is added n times. Call it as A, call it as B, and show that the product AB becomes 0. See here, this product AB becomes 0. So in the field, product 0 means either A is 0 or B is 0. A 0 means m into 1 is 0 or n into 1 is 0. So here we get contradiction to that. This is notation of contradiction. Contradiction to that characteristic of field is P. So whatever we assume, it is not possible here. We assume that P is composite number. So it is not possible means P has to be prime number. Got it? Do you find any difficulty in this result? So we can conclude that characteristic of field is either prime. So finally we can say that characteristic of field is 0. If it is not 0 means or it must be prime. So every field has characteristic 0 or prime number. There is no other number than this. Field is infinite like real number, complex number, rational number, q root 2. They are example of field having 0 characteristics. And if you are taking the integer modulo field, then characteristic of that field, if it is field, then it must be prime number. Do you find any difficulty in this result? Please mention in the chat. Put in chat. Manyar. Sagar Shinde, okay. So it is just simple that you have to keep in our target that if field is having character 0, then we are nothing to prove, we are done. But if it is not of 0 means just show that first write that its characteristic is greater than 1. There is no field having characteristic 1. That also keep in mind. Actually every field is having characteristic 0. And then we have to assume the composite number to show prime and arise some contradiction, that contradiction to only your characteristic. Your characteristic P means P is the least positive integer such that P into 1 becomes 0. But here we get two numbers, either m or n, both are less than P. Either m or n, both are less than P and greater than 1 such that m into 1 becomes 0 or n into 1 becomes 0. Means the field must have characteristic either m or n, not of P. So that is the contradiction here, nothing else. So we move further for the definition of subfield. We have 5 minutes, we can finish this here. And one more result that we will do tomorrow. So let E and F be the two sets, two fields. E and F are one field and F is subset of E. So suppose this is E, which is field. Field means you know, and F is subset of it. You are just defining the definition like subgroup, subspace, subring, like that. And if this F is also field with respect to whatever operations we have defined in the E, असं करता कामा नये. If E has if E and F have same operations, and if F is a feed and F is subset of E, then F is called subfeed of E. The addition and multiplications are those of E. We do not define different operations. On a set, different operations, and on a subset, different operations. Whatever subset you take, will impose with same operation as of E. So the operations of F are restricted to as of E. This is definition of subfeed, and we can see a real number has Q as a subfeed. One can say Q root 2. Now tell me who is subset of who in this case? Q and Q root 2. Who is subset of who? Q means just rational number. And what is the meaning of Q root 2? The meaning of Q root 2 is you have element of the form x plus y root 2. X and y are rational numbers. X and y are rational numbers. So when y is 0, it becomes Q. For all y 0, it becomes Q. And if y is not 0, then that means it have more elements. This is bigger than this. So Q has to be subset of this. So once you impose same operation as of real number, these are the subfields of each other. Q is subfield of Q root 2. Q is subfield of R. Q root 2 is also subset of R. As per the complex number and real number is concerned, R is subfield of C because R is subset of C. C हा सर्वात मोठा आहे, बाकी सर्व C च्या अंडर येतात. आणि F जर F हा फीड असेल ज्याची कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक असेल तर त्याची बेस फीड ही झेडपी नेहमी असते. बेस फीड म्हणजे काय? जी फीड ज्याची कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक असा अर्थ लावायचा नाही इथे. If F is feed of characteristic, then it must be ZP. It is not like that. ZP is always subfeed of it. It may be equal to ZP, but ZP is the base feed. ZP च्या मध्ये कोण असणार नाही. As you see the Lagrange theorem, in the both operation it is additive and multiplicative group, and whatever you have that must divide that. So ZP doesn't have subfeed. ZP doesn't have subgroup at all because P is prime number. Otherwise Lagrange theorem get violated that there exists a number which divides prime. So that's why ZP is always best feed for any feed having characteristic P. Now I have posted two questions here. Just tell me the answer in that. We have 2 minutes. What are the feeds having characteristic 0? As I mentioned that, what are the feeds having characteristic 0? It is Q, one may write as Q root 2. You can see that Q root prime number. Here number must be rational, that you also keep in mind. Q root 3 also is mentioned. There are different sets. One can see the set of real number, complex number, many more. And as prime numbers are infinite, we can have such type of feeds more. Addition is as of real number. Everybody this complex number has complex number addition multiplication, and rest all these have usual addition and multiplication as like real number. So these are the examples of feeds having character 0. Next question naturally arose that this is the next questions. How many number of elements in feed having characteristic? Now you answer in the chat, and then we'll stop here. Just answer. Please answer here. It is wrong. Maniar, your answer is wrong. Partially correct it is. If it is ZP, then okay. Answer, we have less than 1 minute. Our lecture may be over here. And we have to find the answer as the following result. That result is feed. If characteristic of feed is prime, this F is feed. If characteristic of feed is prime, then we want to talk on number of these, number of elements. It is either P or